goodness. Hey, what's going on? Things are okay. Things are okay. This video went way back. Goodness. Video went way back. What's up, Nicholas? Hey, artifacts. a good Monday to you. Might not be live super long today. I have some stuff I gotta do, but be live for a bit. Good. These look more like the Sprite. Yeah. Better. I accidentally painted on top of some adjustments, and now I'm in a pickle. Give me 1 second. Go ahead and delete this area. Cool. Still too bright. That's closer. Yeah, that's closer. Okay. Oh. It's time. Nice. I hope you can catch up on your freelance, dude. That's great. I don't think I'm going to add bats to this, but it's a possible idea. Dan, something I've been thinking about. A lot of beginners are told, don't worry about originality, focus on technique. Over the years, I've seen this become creativity is the antithesis to technical handicraft, so don't even try. I don't agree with that. I think you can do both. I think in the beginning, you should focus on technique a lot so that you get better, but you have to keep your creativity. You should maintain some kind of sketchbook. You know, it's like, do you want to be a person who people come to for ideas, or do you want to be a person who people come to for execution of an idea? Or do you want to be a person people come to for both? I think you can do both. I mean, like, there's plenty of artists who do both. Look at, like, Bobby Chiu, or look at, like, I'm trying to think, Michael Kucha, I can never pronounce his last name. Like, they are incredibly original artists with incredibly original styles, and they are both very capable of doing values and light and realism, and their creature designs might be a little fantastical, but like they're able to render them in a way that feels realistic. So like, yeah, I think technical skill is the engine that kind of drives how believable your creative ideas are, and creative ideas are the engine that kind of propels forward the payoff for all your technical skill. Because like, if you're very technically skilled without having any cool ideas, your work's just boring. It just looks like photo studies, basically. It's just whatever. And if you're very creative without any technical skill, it's like, it's a good idea, but it's not going to reach the audience you need it to reach. So you have to have both, and they have to kind of slingshot each other forward perpetually to get anywhere. So you constantly want to push and pull of, okay, is this idea cool and original? And am I painting it in a cool and original enough way? I mean, in a technical enough way to make it matter. But yeah, that would be my take on that. Like, I'm worried that too many of these enemies are like chubby, but as a kid I thought they all looked chubby, you know? I really did. these wolf songs. I don't know, guys. He's so awesome. Jeez. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. probably gonna go at the end of this temple in the Zelda playthrough. And I'll come back later tonight. I'm not sure what time, but I will come back later tonight. I just gotta run some errands that I have to do while it's still business hours. Yeah, it's a weird kind of sleepy day, but I got a bunch of stuff I've been putting off that I kind of have to do. That I gotta do while businesses are still open today. But I'll come back tonight. I'll do more streaming tonight for sure. Hell yeah. This enemy rules. It's so dope. So awesome. It's one of the best Zelda weapons. Even though you barely get to use it. Sorry to hear that, Miguel. What's going on, Artigo? Hey, Sharky. Thank you for posting those new Discord rules over the weekend. Sorry I wasn't around to jump on that as they went up. I was away. And I hope your Warhammer game went well. Would you call it a Warhammer game or a Warhammer session? Or just Warhammer? I don't know the terminology. I'm a Warhammer poser. I listen to lore videos while I sleep. And I played Space Marine. That's it. I don't know the terms. I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Good weekend. I never feel like I get enough done on the weekend, but my only goal to my only promise to myself this summer is that I will work hard, like 10-hour days, 5 days a week, and then on the weekends I will go to the beach every week. It's my only goal. Swim in the ocean every week. Weather permitting. But yeah. Yeah. Gonna be so sandy, dude. Don't you love a good ice block puzzle? Short stream today. At the end of this dungeon, I'm probably gonna go, but then I'll come back for a few hours later. For anyone joining. I just gotta run a bunch of errands today I wasn't able to do over the weekend. Thanks, I'm trying to get this texture on this robe to be spooky, tattery. We'll see. Oh, actually, yeah, hold on. Let me look at that Voldemort cloak. Yes. Yes. I gotta look at that fucking... that seer from Vikings. 2. Yeah. Yes. Alright, cool. Yeah, I've been thinking of buying a few figurines to help me finish these, or sculpting. I might use some clay to get my like my stone knight dude lighting. I don't know. I might do some direct reference though. Having a cloaked figure reference might be a good idea actually. Oh my god. What would I make the Cuphead studio do next? Hey, drive by Uppercut. What's going on? Things are good. We're working on a bunch of Zelda enemy redesigns. Here they all are. All the ones I'm currently working on. Wow. So many enemies. Thanks for coming by. What would I have them do next? The Cuphead studio. Assuming they keep the classic Cuphead animation style, what would I do? Let me think. Give me a minute. I'd have them make an RPG that combines the aesthetic and vibe of Over the Garden Wall, the animation, with the kind of gameplay of like maybe Child of Light. So like an RPG that feels like an animated movie from like the 30s or 40s. Maybe? Gotta think about this a little more. What would I have them do? Maybe a beat 'em up would be cool too, instead of a bullet hell. Like if you think of like something like Popeye, like an old animation about a strong guy fighting people, something like a Popeye beat 'em up. It doesn't have to be Popeye. I'm just saying that kind of idea of like an old strong man like going down the streets in like a 1930s animation aesthetic might be kind of funny. Yeah, the goon. That would be sick actually. A goon beat 'em up. Something like that. I've often wondered what a Steve Lichman game would be. I think it would have to be a dungeon builder. Do I think we'll get an Ocarina edition of Holding Out for a Hero in the Zelda live action? It depends on... Okay, so it depends. If they go the serious, we're gonna make an adventure, Lord of the Ringsy, Guardians of the Galaxy, actiony combination movie. Like if they're gonna do like a serious, because there's two kinds of Zelda. There's the very serious dark Zelda like Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, and there's the very quirky fun like Wind Waker. Even though Wind Waker has a lot of dark elements in it too. If they go for the more comical presentation, like if they do it like the Mario movie, pop culture references in a Zelda, that makes me cringe. If like the people that did like Minions get to do it, I could see it being potentially a thing, but Mario gets away with it because Mario and Luigi come from the real world, so they would know the songs. Like that's one way you can sort of get around that, but I don't think Nintendo would do that to the Zelda IP personally. I really hope not. I really, really hope not. That would make my whole body cringe. Yeah. What I'd like to do is combine the Capcom Dungeons and Dragons arcade games, Shadow over Mystara. If I could make a side-scrolling beat-em-up of the Steve characters, but then also combine it with a romance game. At the end of every level, you can like have a conversation tree with enemies to become friends with them, and then add a dungeon builder. If I could somehow have it be all three, it'd be very funny. Having it be a dungeon builder would be so funny. With like a timer for like when the adventurers are gonna get there. And then have really, really in-depth animations for things going horribly wrong. Like... Either when things go right, have incredibly detailed animations for the adventurers coming down, getting killed in horribly graphic ways. Or vice versa, and have the monsters dying and yelling at Steve that it's his fault and how could you do this to me and I have a family and stuff. But yeah. I never played Cult of the Lamb. Is that what that is? Oh man, maybe I gotta play Cult of the Lamb. I never played Cult of the Lamb. Now I'm actually interested. The more I think about it, the more I think a beat 'em up would be the next logical step for the Cuphead people. Like when you hit people, have like the cloud with the letters pow, boom, kablam. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to go. Actually kind of surprised they haven't done that. I feel like you could easily make a Cuphead beat 'em up. Oh my god, with like the like ragtime music too in the background. The tin pan piano, like walking down the street punching people. Oh my god. Oh no. I want this so bad now. I'm cutting away to the title cards with the lettering. Oh no, a boss approaches. And then coming back. Oh man. The Zelda movie really comes down to two things for me, and it's tone and budget. I don't think it can have a ton of wink nod culture, pop culture stuff. I don't think it can really have any pop culture stuff. I think it has to be a very serious fantasy adaptation. It can have comedy, it can have quirky characters and stuff, like Tingle can show up, that's fine. But it can't have, like, rapid fire jokes constantly. I think that'll kill it. Not that my opinion matters on this. So, like, by definition, because it's a movie, they're gonna give Link some kind of sidekick. It could be like a fairy, like Navi, or it could be him and Zelda going on an adventure together because they probably don't want to lean into the princess needs to be saved trope. They might. I mean, I don't care if they do. I'm assuming Nintendo's going to avoid that, like they did with the Mario movie. They had to make Peach one of the heroes and make Luigi the princess that needs to be saved. So, like, if I had to guess, it's gonna probably be Link and Zelda going on an adventure together. Maybe at the end of the second act, beginning of the third act, Zelda gets captured and he has to save her. Maybe. It might just be them looking for some MacGuffin or the Triforce or something, but having Link go around alone in a movie isn't gonna work. There needs to be someone for him to talk to for purposes of dialogue. Oh, so it's either gonna be Zelda. My guess is on Zelda. It's gonna be him and Zelda, or maybe him and Sheik in quotations, and then you find out it's Zelda. But it's either gonna be that, or they're gonna have to give Link some kind of sidekick. Yeah, I really hope they do. Like, Nintendo has the opportunity right now to make an all-timer Halloween movie. Like, there's very few all-timer Halloween movies that people will put on every single year that are timeless. And if they made a Luigi's Mansion movie with the animation studio that did the Mario movie, it would be an all-timer. That aesthetic, when they go into, like, the Boo's Mansion for, like, that one little part of the movie, if they did that, my god, they have an opportunity right now to make a defining Halloween film. I really hope they do it. I haven't seen a good casting option for Link yet. I've seen a lot of ideas for Ganondorf and a lot of ideas for Zelda, but I haven't seen anyone that looks good for Link. It can't be Tom Holland. It can't be. It just can't be. But yeah, I haven't seen any good Link options. I would have been fine with a 3D animated Zelda movie if it looked like that Dragon Quest movie. That Dragon Quest movie that came out a few years ago was like dope. Animation looked so good. The problem with Tom Holland is he doesn't look like Link. He's more Twink than Link. Let's put it that way. And he doesn't look like a weird elf. He just looks like a kid. And I don't think his voice and the way he delivers lines works for Link, personally. But also, I don't want Link to talk ever in anything. So, like, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that in a way that doesn't feel cringe. I know Link has to talk in a Zelda movie, I get it. But, like, I personally, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. I mean, I hope they cast an unknown. I hope it doesn't destroy their career, but I hope they do cast an unknown. That would be probably the best option. But I feel like after the Mario movie, every single voice had to be a celebrity. I feel like Nintendo wants legitimacy. It seems like they're hungry for, like, legitimacy in Hollywood. That's why they got, like, Chris Pratt is Mario, Charlie Day is Luigi, Jack Black is Bowser. Like, and that worked for that movie because, like, Jack Black was excellent as Bowser. Like, that was a very good call. And, like, Charlie Day was excellent as Luigi. That was a very good call. But I'm assuming they're going to go the same route with the Zelda movie where Nintendo wants, like, A-listers. They want to be seen as prestigious as, like, Marvel. They want to be like, hey, here we are. We're making a real movie with real Hollywood actors. So, I don't know. It's probably going to be Tom Holland. But also, I don't know if Tom Holland has time. Because he's a producer on the Spider-Man movies now. That's, like, his baby. He's going to make so much money as a producer on those. Unironically, I could see Danny DeVito being Tingle. I could see that working. Yeah, Legend by Ridley Scott is... I almost think Legend... I mean, I've talked about this on here before. I think Legend probably did inspire a lot of Zelda. Like, they've gone on record saying that another Ridley Scott movie, Alien, inspired Metroid. I would not be surprised if a lot of Zelda... Because clearly they're already Ridley Scott fans. I could definitely see that Legend inspired Zelda. Because, like, the kid in the green tunic going down underneath a big dead tree. The first dungeon in the game is a big tree in the middle of a lake. You know, he goes, that's literally from the movie Legend, big dead tree in the middle of a lake. He goes down into caves and finds magical weapons and armor, and he has a fairy that helps him, and, like, there's just so much stuff. So much stuff. But, yeah, I would not be surprised at all if Legend was a major inspiration for that game's aesthetic. Which Nintendo game will Ridley Scott's Napoleon inspire? Fire Emblem. There you go. Bet you didn't think I had an answer. But I did. Book music. I'm looking forward to being in a car with you for like 10 hours this week. We're gonna have a great time. Here's a fun experiment. Which Zelda recurring characters do you think will make it into the movie? I'm assuming Tingle is a definite. I'm assuming some form of Navi, like some kind of talking fairy, is an absolute guarantee. Zelda, obviously. Ganon, obviously. I'm assuming Impa. I think Impa's gonna show up. Maybe the two witches, whose names I can never remember. I'm assuming we're gonna see a Goron. I'm assuming we're gonna have some kind of Goron friend. Boy, the CG in that movie is gonna have to be great. If it looks cheap, oof. Like, in my mind, you'd need to hire like Weta Workshop, and you'd need to make it significantly good looking. Yeah, the CG in Honor Among Thieves was pretty good. But the movie looked cheap. The costumes looked really cheap. They looked like cosplay. That one elf paladin guy, man, his costume looked cheap. Yeah, like, the worst version of the movie to me is Tom Holland trying to figure out a trap while like a clock ticks down, like two walls of spikes are closing in, and his fairy companion's going, "Hey, hey, listen, hey, hey, listen, hey," and then Tom Holland turns around and goes, "I'm listening," and then everybody memes it, and they're like, "This is exactly what I felt as a kid. I said this to Navi as a kid so many times." Like, that's the worst. That's the worst possible future for me. Is that it's all memes. If the movie's entirely memes, I'm gonna... I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna hurt. True. I bet, here's a bet, I'll make this bet. I bet towards the end of the movie when Link's fighting Ganondorf and he gets hurt, I bet they're gonna work the heart beeping into the score. I bet the music's gonna be like, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, and then he's gonna get hit and it's gonna go dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Like, I can almost guarantee they're gonna do it. It's so unfortunate, but it's definitely true. They're gonna add a bunch of staccato notes. How do I feel about the live-action Pokemon movie? You mean Detective Pikachu? I thought the CG wasn't very good. I thought the movie was, like, the script and stuff were fine. It was cute. It was a cute movie. But yeah, I don't know. Looked cheap. And Pokemon, that IP has more money than God. Like, that's the biggest, literally the biggest franchise. Franchise? Intellectual property? What would be the term? It's the biggest IP in the world. And that movie had, you know, that theoretically would have had the most money to spare. Like, Pokemon's bigger than any other brand. Literally, I'm not just saying that. It's the number one. It's bigger than anything Disney. It's bigger than anything Marvel. That's too bad. I didn't know there was a sequel, but they should totally... Well, I don't know if they let him go or if he left himself. But that sucks he's not working on it. Unironically, if you haven't seen that Dragon Quest movie, Dragon Quest Your Story, that's... I'd be fine with a Zelda movie that looked like that. Just good CGI. Obviously, I would love a 2D animation, but they're not going to do that. Oh. Oh. Thank you, Sharky. So, like, the way to do a Zelda movie, this is like, I don't know. This just feels so obvious to me. You do a trilogy. It's Triforce. You do a trilogy. You do the first movie about Ganon. Ganon, well, I mean, Link's the main character in all three, but the first movie is about Ganondorf's rise to power, and it ends with him taking over Hyrule. Bittersweet ending. Link wins the battle, but he loses the war, kind of thing. Second movie is your darkest chapter. It's Link going through the dungeons and collecting knowledge. It's a movie about Zelda. He's getting knowledge, okay? Wisdom. Zelda's Wisdom. It's about him going through dungeons and collecting stuff and figuring out the legends and all the stuff he's got to do. And then your third movie is a movie about Link. It's your courage movie where he has to go face the great evil. You make it a trilogy. That's what you do, in my mind. And each movie is about one aspect of your Triforce. But hey. And then you're able to make it like a modern Lord of the Rings kind of thing, where like, you know, it's got that same kind of vibe. 3 big epic movies. That also gives you enough space to like, if you want to have a big war with Ganon's people versus like an army of, you know, Gorons or Zora or whatever, like, you can do it. I don't know. They're probably not going to, because they probably can't secure enough money to do that, but if it were up to me, that would be the way. Link. You take the red potion. You regain full health. You take the blue potion. You regain full health and magic. So obviously take the blue one. Link, the red potion is literally useless once you get the blue one. They should have made a Metroid movie first. Way lower budget, way less risk, way easier to do in live action. Cast a good actress, put all your money into a really good practical suit they can wear with some CG overlaid on top of it. Design a couple really awesome enemies for her to fight. Make a really good Ridley, make a really good Kraid, couple of space pirates, and then you can do some very cheap, you know, you could make a Metroid movie on the budget of like a bad Alien spin-off movie, and it would be really good return on investment. You could have the budget for that Dread movie, and you could make a good Metroid movie. Oh my goodness. It's one of the coolest parts of this whole game. I can see the pitch meeting for this where they're like, what if we make the Temple of Time an actual temple? Morning, Gross Girl. Unfortunately, I am leaving in a moment. Unfortunately. But Short stream today, unfortunately. We'll keep going for a few minutes, though. Don't worry, we'll keep going for a few minutes. This part of the game's so cool. What a good idea. What a good idea. Making the Temple of Time a temple. No, I'll be here for a bit. Don't worry. I'll be here for a bit longer. Ooh, I love tattered cloth. It's one of those voices from our audiobook that gets stuck in my head. Ooh, I love it. I think we did it like 12 times. Ah, man, this part's so cool. Yeah. This is one of those moments in a Zelda game that only really like hits the way they intended if you played a previous Zelda game. They do that a few times in the series, but this is one of the big ones. Like if you never played Ocarina, this is just meaningless. But if you did play Ocarina, this is like a big deal. Give me 1 second. I'm getting a Charlie horse in my leg. Give me 1 second to shake this out. Because it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Oh. Oh god, it hurts. Oh my god. Holy shit. Charlie horses. Oh my god, they feel so fucking weird. I think I like this tattered cloth. I think this is the way to go. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, I think I like it. It's really cold today. Oh. I was trying to remember what this dungeon had in it, and I just did, and it's sick. Dominion Rod. Great item. Pretty much useless, but what you can do with it is awesome. Hmm. Hmm. They very clearly have like a peak in the back here. I don't know how prominent I want to make it though. That'd be good. I want current age Willem Dafoe playing high school Dave Raposa. That's what I want. I don't know. Might have to find some reference. I had some reference somewhere for this. Please hold. Oh man. Please hold. Dang. Does anyone in chat know? I hate to use this as a reference, but I don't know what else to call it. Actually, hold on. I may have found it. I might not need to bring it up. What was the actual... I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to say it. What are the religious robes from Spain called that are the direct inspiration for the Ku Klux Klan robes? Is it Semana Santa? What are the names of these robes? No, that's the Holy Week. Capuchones? I need to find it. What is the name of the robes? Capriote? Oh, I think you're right. Okay. There's a version of this. I wish my Tumblr never got deleted. Tumblr deleted my fucking everybody's shit forever ago. I had a great image I wanted to use as reference for this. And it's... Hold on. Please hold. Oh, please hold. Oh, I'll have to find it later. It's funny because I can see the reference I had saved in my head. Oh, it might be a terserol. Yeah. Well, I'll have to find it later. I'm wasting too much time looking for it. I had a reference saved that I really liked a lot, but I don't know where it is, and I don't want to keep looking for it when I could be painting. See, I don't know if I like it. I know it's in the sprite, but I don't know if I like it. I'm gonna call the layer maybe hood. The image I'm looking for that I had saved on my Tumblr, which is now gone, is it's an open hood like this, and then it's a mantle, and it looks like it's like almost child-sized, and then the hood comes back like this, and there's like a robe under it with like buttons and like openings for sleeves on the sides, and it's in 3/4. It's like that. But yeah. The ultimate irony is going to be when I do find it and I don't like it anymore and I don't want to use it. But yeah, don't worry about it. I think it's on my old computer. I think everything from my Tumblr is ripped to a folder on my old computer, so I'll probably look for it later. Gross Girl, you still here? I'm streaming. I think I'm streaming a little longer than I intended. All for you. And only you. You're probably not even here, though. You probably left me like everybody else. Everyone always leaves eventually. Gross Girl. Oh, hell yeah. Is this the room you fight the, is it a Dark Knight? Yeah. Hell yeah. There he is. Hell yeah. Look at him. Look at him go. So awesome. So good. This game had such a good aesthetic. Fuck. Dominion Rod. Yeah. Hell yeah. So dope. turn that off. Go back to rendering cloth. Go back to what we enjoy. Rendering cloth. Wow. Well, buddy, I appreciate you regardless. Oh, dang. You found a bunch. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. I might have to go in a minute, chat. I gotta go do that stuff. Oh boy. Love you all, but I do have to go in a moment. I gotta go do real things. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Sun Matter. So we got this wizard who we're gonna render out, finish all the tatters, get that nice and spooky. And then we've got a big Cyclops centipede. Big ol' Cyclops centipede man. I'll take a look at that in just a second. I'm about to do the same, Gross Girl. I feel bad. You came in and I said I was leaving, and then you came back and I was still here, but now I have to leave again. I'm so sorry. I stayed longer just for you. And only you. It's all good. I must away. I gotta go pay a bunch of bills and get a bunch of stuff ready for my taxes, because that's coming up here in the United States. I gotta get it all done so I'm not blindsided with it in 2 weeks. Oh my god, we'll watch the boss fight. And then I'll go. It's a pretty awesome boss fight. One of the best. Time for me to go. Wow. Bye, everybody. I should be back later tonight. Love you. Hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. Thanks for coming by, and I will see you. Goodbye. Kisses. See ya.